I've had enough. I'm had enough with this fucking club. Farker out. I was holding that in for so long, and I finally snapped. I don't look it, but trust me, I have. The game finished about 10-15 minutes ago. Liverpool Man City are on in about 10 minutes, so I want to get this over and done with as quick as I can. Fucking hell. Apart from that Metcha goal, there was a chance, wasn't there? But instead we were like, you know what, lads, I know we're like only 1-0 up, but shall we like pass it around the back, let's not do anything fun or out like that. Good idea, Joe Rodon. Yeah, I think I'll just get this ball and I'll pass it back to Perry every 2 minutes and, yeah, 1-0 up, yeah, we're safe. No way we can lose this game. Alright, Jayden Bogle, whilst you're going to do that, I'll just have that inkling that we're going to win guaranteed and that we've got 75 minutes left. It's just, what else can we do? We just lost 3-1 to the second worst team in the league. They're probably not even in the relegation zone now, they've won that game. Perhaps get rid of Fark because I've had it with him. I don't say I have. As lovely of a bloke as he is, I'm sure he'll be a sound guy to have a drink with, but when it comes to managing a Premier League team, he just hasn't got it. Where's the Leeds United that was so dedicated to win games that they get 100 points at the end of last season? They have the same amount of points as Burnley, but we're the type of team to have the better goal difference, so we won the title. Where's that passion gone? Where have we gone? Okay, we've gone up into the division, that's fair enough, but fucking look at Sunderland. They drew to Arsenal last night. They were winning 1-0 at half-time, Sunderland were. Oh. I'm not going to leave shirt on because I don't feel proud wearing it anymore because what the hell was that? For God's sake. Daniel Farke does not know what he's doing anymore. I can prove that as well. I saw a Facebook post this morning, right? I was scrolling through Facebook when I woke up, and 2 posts that I saw were all on the same thing. Some bloke jumped the fucking barrier, or whatever, Ellen Rose, went up to Farke, told him to make some subs, like put Dan James on, and Daniel Farke put Dan James on. Daniel Farke got fucking bossed about by a fan. How does this not prove that he's not worthy of being the manager anymore? We lost to Burnley. We drew to Bournemouth. We lost to Spurs. We lost to Forest a couple of weeks ago. And now we lost to Villa. Don't get me wrong, Villa are not a bad team whatsoever. It's just that we were so dominant in the first half and then we lost it. We always do that. We scored first in, we scored a Puskás Award goal. I can tell you that much. And we were so fucking good in the first half. I don't know what happened to us. We were probably just tired out too much. And then second half comes and then Villa are all over us. I'm missing something. There we go, that's better. We fucking demolished Chelsea 3-1. Get in there. Well, that was a night to remember for us Leeds fans, wasn't it? Yeah, Canate deserves a Ballon d'Or, if you ask me. I was at work. There's a few Liverpool fans that I work with, so no doubt I had a field day with them today. And even my best mate came round last night. He's a Liverpool fan, so, well, mate, I fucking love this week. Like, Christmas miracle come early for us a lot. Second half is where it gets interesting. So, Ekitike deserves to be prime R9 Ronaldo for a bit and score 2 goals in a minute. The second we were 2-0 down, I thought, yeah, just put I'm a Celebrity on or something. There's no point watching this game anymore, is there? And then Canate decided to be the best defender in the world and just absolutely nailed Nonto in the penalty box, give us the penalty. Yeah, then second, Calvert-Lewin scores that penalty. Ellen Rudd decides to, pipe up a bit more. Stack, not long after, equalises it to make it 2-2. I mean, we were just fucking phenomenal from the second we got that penalty. That's when we started to click into gear a bit. Szoboszlai, that's him. Decided to take the lead for Liverpool for no apparent reason, just because he wants to, I guess. Mind you, I have heard a lot of Liverpool players say he's one of their best players. So who else really? Salah didn't play. Oh yeah, because Slot hates him, doesn't he? Never mind. So yeah, 82nd minute I think it was. Liverpool take the lead, 3-2, and then Leeds somehow get a corner in the 94th minute or 95th, and then Tanaka was like, "Well, yeah, fine, I'll do it then," and scores. Me and my dad went mental. My best mate, however, didn't. Yeah, thanks Canate, because if it wasn't for you being the best defender in the world, and then I suppose it might have been more difficult for Leeds to even get a goal, never mind a comeback. Alright, just breathe. I think it is safe to say that January the 7th, 2026 is a day to forget for us Leeds fans, because only Leeds would take the lead 3 times in a game and still lose. I'm just thinking back to the winning goal, and was it savable? Yes, it fucking was. Honestly, when you watch it. I mean, I suppose In defence to Perry, he might have had too many bodies in front of him that was like obstructing his view. But the fact that he got a touch on it, the ball wasn't going that fast really. It wasn't like Harvey Barnes fucking twatted it at him. It was just a normal side-footed shot to the point where Perry just saw it at the last minute and then just palmed into his own goal as late as it was. It's really heartbreaking. Well, something else that's breaking is my fucking arm because I'm aching. I'm not vlogged in a while, if you can't tell. See, this is what my this is what I'm doing. Like, that's my fucking vlogging hand, if you can't tell. I'm literally having to hold my right arm up with my other hand. That's how achy it is.
Well, Daniel, we have a sense of frustration that it's only a point. Is that a good sign? Do you have the same feeling or not?
Yes, of course. It's a good point down the road. Mate, change the pissing record already. Hang about, what have I titled this? Why we will get relegated. Oh yeah, I knew I'd called it that. Because we fucking will. You know what? If we do stay up, I'll take all of this back. I'll tell you what, Farker, you gotta be fucking lucky that I'm not your therapist or whatever, because, well, instead of you lying down on the sofa and me jotting notes down in a calm manner, instead, I'll grab your fucking head, I'm gonna shake it like a fucking wanker, and I'll be demanding answers like a fucking police interview. So why is 1-0 a good score, Mr. Farker? Why do you always chillax after the first goal, Mr. Farker? Daniel, why are you such a fucking dildo? None of these questions will get answered. Oh god, no. Because Daniel Farker pulls this fucking thing every pissing game. What is this sort of mindset that we have? If you score the first goal, that should inspire us to score even more. I'll tell you this lot, right? When was the last time, or how often, have we scored more than 2 goals? So I can think of 2 different occasions. 3-1 against Wolves away, and the 4-1 against Palace at home. I cannot recall another game where we've scored more than 2 goals. It's because we have that shitty mindset of scoring a goal to take the lead, and then we just relax the rest of the game. Okay, there's 72 minutes left, but we'll fucking brace through it. And, I mean, Daniel Farker has the decency, he has the audacity to walk away from that game and calmly say in the interview that it's a good point down the road.
It's a good point on the road.
It's 1 point, mate. Okay, it's better than 0, but how have we not got 3 points that game? You know what I mean? Everton were fucking shambles in that first half. I have no idea what David Moyes fucking fed him at fucking half time, but whatever he fed him, we should have had. What's that fucking defender's name? That fucking Draco Malfoy lookalike. Bono, or whatever it's Boner. Yeah, Boner. His defender was a bit poor for their first goal. Well, their goal.
A little ball into the middle, towards the near post!
He was ahead of him, for a fair bit, and he still couldn't reach the ball in time. It's just, I don't know what else I can say on the matter, because I'll end up saying the same shit over and over again. I'm really fucking bored of that. I need to address these things. You know, I tell you what though, I reckon that game against Everton was probably our best chance we've got of this week, because we've got Arsenal next. Okay, they lost to Man United somehow, but how does that mean that we're going to beat them and all? This is fucking Arsenal, the league leaders and potential 4-time Premier League bottlers, but that's besides the point. We've got Arsenal. We're guaranteeing no points in that game. Well, how we got a point from that then? Wow, I'll tell you something, right? When Palmer scored that penalty in the 50th minute or whatever, I thought, yeah, game over, throw in the towel. Let's see how Man United are getting on. And you know what? I got to give all the credit to Leeds in the last half an hour of that game, because we were 2-0 down with not very long left to go. And then the second Metcher, finally said his name right, won that penalty and scored it. That was the uplift that we needed. Speaking of Palmer, cannot believe he missed that at the end. I literally pulled off the biggest gasp I've ever pulled in my life. Yeah, I'm not editing this video down because I can't be fucked editing it, even though it's probably 2 minutes long or whatever. But yeah, top point for us. I never say that ever since the league started, I've never claimed that a point was good enough for us, but at this stage, I'm happy to say that it was good. It was a good point for us. A point that we might not have deserved, considering the vast majority of the game that we played. We just weren't the best that we were. It definitely did not give Nottingham Forest vibes from last week, but game's a game, isn't it? Okay, boys and girls, I'm just enjoying my mango tango. It's alright, I'll get onto the bad boy drinks in a moment, once that's emptied. And you're about to witness me talking about the Aston Villa game that we just drew against. Am I disappointed? Yes and no. Here's why. I am not disappointed because
Before the game started, I was predicting a loss, a L next to our name. I mean, let's face it, we're playing a team who are third in the league right now, who are Champions League bound on their home turf. How is anyone expected to win? Right, well, first and foremost, Stack's free kick, that's going straight into the wank bank. Honestly, I'm so pissed off because I went for a piss when he scored it. Like, we got the free kick, I was bursting for a piss, so I thought, yeah, I'll just go and rush upstairs, I won't be long. Midway through my flow, we're 1-0 up. So I was like, fucking hell. Of all the times for us to score a goal like that, it's when I go for a bastard piss. But anyway, I saw the replays and everything, and I was like, yeah, I finally got a boner. Anyway, yes, now, we got thrashed 1-0 to Man City. Immediate thoughts and reactions. Undeserved, if you ask me. Well, yeah, it's just typical Leeds, really, wasn't it? Literally not much to add. Not much to talk about, to be fair. It's one of those where, like with the Arsenal game, to me, a loss was expected because it's Man City. However, when you watch that back and see how dominant we were for like the first 45 minutes until we conceded a bullshit cross goal like that, the one thing, like the one downer I had in that whole game was when the ref blew for full time. Just because I think it's because Pep Guardiola was getting to the linesman's ear too much, and that just made him like, oh, I've had enough of Pep, blow the whistle sort of thing. Faka got sent off. And I don't really blame him. You know, I did react to the exact same. Wow, I had a fucking mouth spasm. I reacted the exact same way as Daniel Farke did. I was so fucked off with the referee. I'm getting suspicion that he's a Man City fan, or he just hates Leeds in general. So yeah, overall, disappointing finish. I think the ref could have blown at a better time for full time. The second he blew, DCL had good touch on ball, and he was pretty much one-on-one with the keeper, so why the ref blew? Again, maybe because of Pep Guardiola mouthing off to the fucking fourth official. Not to mention as well, Darlow put off a really good save in the second half. I can't exactly pinpoint when it actually happened, but you know, when you watch it, you'll know. Just a quick show of hands. Who wants to set fire to every tractor in the world? For a good reason as well. I've gone to the Maya. I decided to go for a walk because I fucking need it. Literally, I got up about 20 minutes ago, and my whole brain was like, go for a walk, rant, and go home. So that's exactly what I'm doing. To top it all, the penalty itself is by far the worst penalty I've ever seen ever in the history of football ever. How? Just how? I cannot believe Carl Darlow let in such a goal like that. Even my great-grandmother could have saved that. That is so embarrassing. The only goal of the game is that stupid, diabolical penalty. And I tell you what, if we're going to be playing like how we did, you know, fucking solidly, to have a result like that, where we give away a penalty for some stupid handball, and then concede a penalty like that, to then lose the game, just from that penalty, we deserve to go down. Right, you know something, yeah? I am the most gullible prick you'll ever meet in your lives, right? That's just factual. Something else that's factual, that even I know of, that these Premier League referees are just blatantly trying to get Leeds to lose games. Do they hate Leeds? Most likely, because they would not be fucking giving everything to the opposition all the time. Admittedly, right, I didn't see the whole game. You know, it was Mother's Day. I was having a few drinks with my family. You know, it happens. I'm a little bit hungover now, admittedly. My girlfriend messaged me. Yeah, I've got one of them now. Why? What a pile of shit of a first half. And now I know what she means, because I watched the highlights of Match of the Day last night, and nothing went Leeds' way. I don't know why. I do know why, because the Premier League referees are corrupt as fuck. Ball gets crossed in. Hughes jumps with one arm, and he does the Nazi salute for a good 5 minutes, and even when he lands, his arm is still up in the air. He actually blocks a shot with his hand that's going towards the goal. I don't know exactly what the ref gave him. It might have just been a warning saying don't do that again. But realistically, that should have been a red card itself. A blatant handball in the penalty area, stopping the ball from going in. Like, if you watch it back, you'll know exactly what I fucking mean. I saw him Match of the Day. Goodmanson only committed 3 fouls in that game, and he got sent off for it. The worst thing is that the ref didn't even realise he booked him in the first place. Tell you what, I reckon Thomas Bramall left his fucking pencil case at home, forgetting to bring his pen along with him, so he can't even jot down who he booked and when and whatever. Fucking hell. He had all the Palace players going at him saying, you already booked him, you already put him a yellow card in the book and whatever. And as soon as he sent him off, this fucking ugly cunt did this fucking cringy TikTok dance as a celebration. And even when we had 10 men, they still could not get a shot on target. So you can shove that celebration up your fucking ass. So Goodmanson commits 3 fouls and he gets sent off. Brendan Johnson commits 4 fouls. He's still on the pitch. Fucking what? Even Wayne Rooney and Micah Richards saw it. And they both said Gudmundsson's third foul, the one that resulted in getting a red card, was not even a foul at all. Okay, it might have been there might have been contact and stuff, but it was a really, really soft tackle. You know it's got all tits up when you got a bloke who spent half his life playing for Manchester United is siding with Leeds. I know he's like a pundit and he has to be professional and stuff, but you know it's bad when that actually happens. I guarantee, even if he wasn't being a pundit, if he was just getting randomly interviewed in the street somewhere in Manchester or Liverpool or whatever, and he gets asked, "Oh, what do you think to Gudmundsson sending off?" He'll say the exact same thing, that it was not a foul. Because it fucking wasn't. Not yellow card worthy anyway.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of reasonable age. Truth be told, it's been 2 days since the Brentford game. I'm still fucking yawning. Can't lie. I'll be surprised if I get through this entire vlog without yawning. That's how much of a snooze fest it was. Honestly, that is by far, hands down, most certainly the most boring game of football I've ever watched in my life, ever. I cannot think of any other games that have been more boring to watch. And it's funny that because even when we lose games, they're not boring enough. There's goals in those games, and you know, goals make games. It's a shame that there weren't any fucking scored against Brentford, but there we go. I always happen to pick out certain parts of a game, dissect them a bit, you know. Who am I fucking kidding? I just talk shit about games, really. There's like moments in these games that makes it worth making these vlogs for, but on this particular day, I'm only just vlogging because I'm really, really fucking fed up of getting these 1 point per game, you know, games. I don't know what Daniel Farker like. I don't know how Daniel Farker thinks getting 1 point is better than getting 3 points. There's so many. Like, I can think of other things I would much rather do than watch that game again. I'd much rather look at a clock where the time doesn't even change. I'd rather read a clock that reads the same time for ages. I would much rather look at that than watch that game back. I'd much rather watch paint dry. That's how bored I was. I was literally debating on making this fucking vlog because it's like there's nothing to report on.
Sincere apologies in case the audio in this video becomes retarded because this stupid gimp decided it was a fucking fantastic idea to go outside in the wind. Bloody moron.
Morning, folks. So, I already made one of these last night. Or like 2:30, 3:15 in the morning. But it was quite shit. I don't normally stay up that long. I was watching WrestleMania. And what a waste of time that was. How often are you going to get this sort of scenery in York where you got this thing called the sun just glaring down on your face? So I thought, yeah, I'll come to the Maya with literally every fucking dog walker in the city, I swear. I'm fucking surrounded by them. I feel like I'm in COVID again, just trying to get as far away from them as possible. So, Wolves. It was a fucking good win, wasn't it? Do you reckon that win secures Leeds' safety in the Prem? I reckon it does. For the first time in the history of my life, I've never seen a Leeds United player score an overhead kick. It was something I thought I'd never see. You know what I mean? Even against Wolves of all teams. But yeah, it was a really good match for us. For the first time in a while, we've actually won back-to-back Premier League games. So that's something. I'm a bit drunk, but yeah, who am I to actually confirm what Dominic Calvert-Lewin is actually good at? Anyway, so yeah, 2-0 at half-time. Did that last time and we won. So against Man United of all teams on their home turf. So there was no doubt we were going to win against Wolves on our home turf this time. Clean sheet, can't go wrong. What else actually happened? Offside goal. Don't want to talk about that, do we? No point. It didn't count. DCL got a penalty and scored. I'm not surprised there either. 11th goal of the season, maybe 12th. So he's climbing up that table of the golden boot, but he's not going to get it, especially with someone like Igor Thiago running the show, given we're 8 points clear now of the relegation zone. Spurs drew because of Rutter.
Rutter scores for Brighton.
He's Leeds and he knows he is. Alright, so reporting live in a very sus rainforest. Yeah, this is like prime murder area here. Quickly before you come and emerge and blood me to death, Mr. Killer, can I just make this just talk to me fans, all 2 of them. Nice one, cheers. So Bournemouth last night, fucking result. Let's get the shit out of me. It was only a bird. Another one. Fuck off. I'm sure everyone, Leeds fans, Bournemouth fans, Port Vale fans, Exeter City fans, you know, Southampton fans, they'll all say that Bournemouth deserved to win that game. Not much really happens apart from they score a goal in like the 60th minute, I think, something like that. Well, it was so funny. Do you know how much I cared about losing that game. So my parents were watching it as well. My dad shouted cunt. My mum was effing and blinded as well. I was just sat there like, yes, sir. So yeah, nothing happens. I go for a piss. And then we equalise.
Gives it to Nonto. It's gone in!
That's typical of me. You know, go for a quick waz. Mid-floor, I hear my dad celebrating downstairs. Mind you, though, it was a shit goal to concede. Well, it was a shit goal to score, really. Oh, Echo. How are you? You saw the Grinch, you know what I mean when I do that. Anyway, yeah, so mid-floor, hear my dad cheering again. But yeah, like I said, when I watched the replay of the goal, I was like, I don't care about missing that goal. That's not a goal you want to celebrate, is it? Right, why did I feel the need to walk on that then? Right, so yeah, it's 1-1. Pretty good. And then Bournemouth score in the 85th minute. Pretty good goal, I can't lie. Well, to be honest, their first goal was pretty good. Yeah, sorry, my arm's aching. I have to bend it, hence my face is so fucking close to you. Bear with me. I'm not used to this fucking vlogging malarkey. So yeah, Bournemouth scores second goal in the 85th minute. At that point, I'm like, yeah, we lost. So what? Well, I thought we lost when we were 2-1 down. We were fucking 3-1 down later on. It was actually all Bournemouth that game. Like, I can't even hide that fact. You know, some biased Leeds fans will probably come out and say, oh no, we deserve to have drawn that. We should have won that. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. So I just entered home more for like the first time in like a year. And, yeah, interesting that, isn't it? Yeah, oh my god, my arm is such a fucking lazy knobhead. When they won their 4th title in a row, I was like, for fuck's sake, this is so boring. Why do Man City win everything? This season, though, this is like the one season where I actually beg them to win the title just so Arsenal don't have it. It's such a great mindset when it works.